and gentlemen, you're welcome to my channel, and on this video I'll be showing you how to cut a snetto top. And here is the fabric. I'll be joining these two fabric, the outcome will be nice. And here I will be joining this also, and here is the measurement. So for the neck, 2.5 for the front part, then for the down part 2.5 inches. Remember, we are working on neck 17.5. Then for the shoulders, the shoulders is 17.5. That's what you will get together is that is 17.5 divided by 2, then plus your ½ inch, and that is your seam allowance for the shoulders. Then you shape the neck. Remember, we are working on shoulder 17.5. When you divide 17.5 by 2, you get 18.75. Then plus your ½ inch seam allowance, that should be 9.25. Then you mark a straight line downward. That's for the shoulders. Remember, while curving the armhole, you mark ½ inch inward to get a very good shape. So here I made the armhole, that is the armpit, the armhole, I made it 18. So from the shoulder, as you can see, 9, that is 18 for the armhole. So let me get the full length. So remember, we're working on 34 for the full length. Then we add our seam allowance. We add our allowance 2.5 inches for our allowance. This allowance, it's maybe you can take any measurement of your choice. I personally like using 2.5 inches. So I have to retake it again, to be sure of what I'm doing right now. I'm getting the waistline. I remember our waist is 39 inches. So I'm trying to get the space for that down part, for that opening. So from the 2.5 inches, I did 8 inches from there. So after everything, I should be getting 10 inches from there. So for the waistline, 39 divided by 4, 9.75 plus 1 inch allowance, that is 10.75. Then for the chest, remember we're working on chest 43 divided by 4, that is 10.75 plus 1 inch allowance, 11.75. That's what we are doing right now. So for that down part of the opening, you make it at the same thing you got. So you make it the same thing you got at the chest. So that 11 3/4, that's what you will do at that down part. Then you curve. Give it a nice shape. So sorry for my chalk and my drawing. They are not as neat as it should be. It's because of the material. Trying to get the material to to stay at the place. So trying to give it another shape again. So while shaping the armhole, remember I told you while shaping the armhole that you should mark 1/2 inch inside, inward, to give it a nice curve, so that after sewing the cloth it won't get rough at the armpit side. So here we are cutting. Okay, we are at the back part of the cloth. Okay, at the back part, the front line of the neck should be 3.5, while the down part is 1 3/4. Then you mark 1 inch on the front of the cloth, like the first part that we cut. You mark 1 inch there. Then at the upper part of the back one, you mark 3.5 inch. Then you do a straight line. Then you cut. Make sure the 3.5 inches is being equal when you bend it. You tie it very well, as you can see. And you try to cut out the excesses at the neck. So you cut. You see, I didn't get close to the front one. I had about 1/4 inches on the fourth one though. So we are done cutting the front and the back. Then you make a mark to know where exactly is the front and back. Then I cut out this material to use it to do the facing of the back. So this chalk is to identify the back. So after placing the back on the facing, then I will get the scissors and cut it out. But now I'm done cutting the facing.